Hey, how's it going, Michael and team at Kruger Brothers Construction? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. We are a local online marketing and website design company here in the Springs. I understand that one of our associates, Taylor, reached out to you guys asking if you guys were interested in some online websites and that kind of thing. And so what I wanted to do is go ahead and actually do this video analysis for you, basically go over exactly what I can see as a search marketer in terms of where your SEO is and how we'd be able to help you if we were to tackle this project on together. All right, so without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. Um, the first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to hop over to our one of our tools called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at some of the metrics behind your site and see what I can see as an SEO person and see where you're at and where we need to be at. All right. So what I can see right off the bat is that there has been a little bit of SEO work since all the way back in August of 2015. The reason I can see that is that you see this how this graph where it's sloping up with the number of referring domains that you have. One of the most important parts of an SEO company to get you ranked and get you found for all the various keywords that people are typing into Google is building the authority to your site and having more referring domains. And so right now we started at 0, and then over the years we've gotten to 32. In case you didn't know what a referring domain is, it's basically any website out there that links back to your website via a hyperlink. So, for example, if there's a blog out there that's called the constructionblog.com, and they make a new blog post and they say, hey, if you're looking for roofing in Colorado Springs, check out www.kreugerbrothers.com, and then there'd be a link that links back to your website. So if someone clicks on that link, it would direct them to your site. So just in the fact that that blog is linking back to your website gets credit for that. And so what you need is you need a lot of these websites to talk about your website and link back to your site specifically so that it builds trustworthiness to your site and authority to your site. And those two things in turn has a huge role in determining why your website should rank higher than another website for the various keywords you want to rank for, as well as how quickly you get up there once you have the authority and trustworthiness cooked into the site. And so we need a lot more than where we're at. We're at 32 live websites linking back 1,000 times to your site. We need to get closer to about 200 referring domains, 200 websites linking back about 2,000 times. And that's really going to help shape you in the situation where you need to be to basically rank for all the keywords that you want to rank for and start outranking your competitors for the keywords. And so at the end of the day, based on user behavior and metrics, 95% of people stay on the first page when they search a specific keyword or query into Google. And so when someone's typing in like, metal roofing Colorado Springs, 95% of those people are going to stay on the first page. So if you're not on the first page, you're probably not going to be found, and not a lot of people are going to be visiting your website through that keyword. And so we need to make sure that you are on the first page. And that's where you're going to be front and center for the various keywords that we want to target. All right, so let me hop over to our organic keywords tab, and what this does is shows us exactly what kind of keywords you currently rank for and the metrics behind those keywords. So you'll see right here, Kruger Brothers Construction, you are on the #1 spot, which is fantastic because that is your brand name, and you absolutely want to make sure that you rank on the #1 spot for that. The next keyword, Kruger Construction, you're actually on the 8th spot. So we want to make sure that we definitely get you on the first spot for that as well, because if people are looking for your brand, and your business, and they type in Kruger Construction and they click on another person's website and then crawl through that and look over it for the next 5-10 minutes and then like what they see and then reach out only to realize that it's the wrong company and the wrong website, they very well might just never find your website and then go through you. So we want to make sure you get you on the #1 spot. Now, there might be other Kruger Construction companies out there, but we just make sure we got it outdo the SEO and make sure you get ranked #1 for that. And that's very possible for us and very confident about us being able to do that for you. So the next going down the list looks like Pella Windows Colorado Springs. You actually have a 4th spot for that keyword, which is really good because obviously you do window replacements and roofing. And I believe those are kind of your main services that you provide. And so we definitely want to make sure you're on the first page for that. And so great job. You're ranking on the #4 spot. Now, obviously, there's still room for improvement because you ideally want to get on the #1 spot for that because that's who gets the lion's share of the traffic. Metal roofing, 6th spot. Vinyl siding, Colorado Springs. So you do siding as well. It's #7 spot. So it's basically like exteriors, right? So you guys do a lot of exterior work and construction, and so anything that has to do with that, we want to rank for. And so um, going down this list, we're in a really good spot because you're already being found for the keywords that you should be ranking for, and you're getting credit for it, and you're being found on the first page, the second page, the third page, and so we just need to continue to ramp up your SEO work so you start getting found on the first page for all the keywords, as well as all the other keywords you want to rank for as well. Now, if we were to tackle this project on, one of the first things that I would do is kind of ask you which direction that you're trying to take a construction company. So let's say that you're really trying to target towards roofing or siding or window replacement. We definitely want to make sure that we focus our SEO campaign around that. So we're not sitting there getting you found for siding if that's not really kind of your bread and butter and that's not really where you want to go after. And so we want to make sure we ask you those questions, ask you exactly where you're trying to go with your business and your company, what your bread and butter is, what's bringing you the most business and what makes you the most money, and make sure that we focus our SEO and keywords around that, because at the end of the day, it's not just about us bringing you traffic to the site, it's about actually landing you deals and contracts and business, and so that it makes sense that the marketing dollars that you put into us, you're getting a return on investment. Now, the great news about construction in general is that these are really big ticket items, right? And so we know that even if you land one contract, it could very well be a $10,000 contract, and so just one job could very well pay for your SEO. And the fact that we can get you found on the first page for these keywords means that you're very well going to get at least one deal through per month, if not more, for sure, working with us. And so it just means that we just have to make sure that we have our SEO down and get you found for these keywords, which I'm very confident about our skills and being able to do that for you. So you can always pause this video and see kind of some of the keywords that you're currently ranking for, and as well as some of the keywords that people are typing into Google for the services that you provide. And then from there, we can just kind of talk about what you're looking to rank for, and then I can do the homework on my end, do my keyword research, and figure out exactly what group of keywords make the most sense in terms of being relevant to the services and the niche that you provide, as well as being buyer and actually oriented keywords that are actually people are looking to pull the trigger, not just get information, as well as actually having search volume. So you might think that the keyword best construction company Colorado Springs might get a ton of search volume, but if it only gets 10 searches per month, there's no real value in us getting you ranked for that kind of keyword, right? And so, and conversely, let's say that there's another keyword that only gets 20 sales or 20 searches per month, but it's a very, very powerful buyer-oriented keyword. And if you land one of these even once every 6 months, they're a huge contract, or maybe it's like a commercial roofing contract, and it pays for itself so many times over. And so it might make sense for us to go after those. Maybe not as searched, not a keyword that's not searched as much, but is just very valuable in getting found for that kind of keyword, right? So hopefully you understand what I'm saying. If you have any questions at any time, I'm more than available for a phone call, email, video conference call, or since we're local here in the Springs, I'm more than happy to meet you at your office or meet us at our office and hash out the details that way. All right. The last thing that I want to do is actually go over your site. I actually really like this website. One thing real quick is make sure this is a click-to-call number, so when people are on their smartphones, especially older folk, they don't have to sit there and drag and drop and copy that and paste into the dialer. They can just click on it, and then it'll direct them to the dial pad with the phone number already on there, and they can just click call. So make sure that's a click-to-call. But in terms of the actual layout of the site and functionality and presenting your business, this is actually really good. Whoever built out the website, now, this isn't every day that I say this. A lot of times, actually, more often than not, I'm like, yeah, this is good. I mean, it could use some touch-up and that kind of thing, but I actually really like this because you got your contact form right here, right? Get a price for first name. So you got your call to action, which where you're probably getting some contact form submissions here. You got to click for more info. You got a call number at the top right. You got your social profiles, some of the actual work that you've done with an About Us. You've got an image of you guys on here, which is powerful in branding and being able to connect and having that emotional connection where people can see the face behind the owners. And so that's huge. And then you got your testimonials and you got your this view completed job map. You know what I would actually change it to is actually your company location, because that's going to help you be found on the local map section when people search this kind of thing. So when someone types in, for example, metal roofing, I wonder actually where you rank. Do you see right here? these 3 spots, I want to make sure that you get found on these 3 spots too, because these guys actually get being found on these top 3 spots actually gets you a lot of phone calls. So we want to make sure that you're on there as well. And so we're looking for Kreuger Brothers. There we go. So Kreuger Brothers. So you're on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Okay, so like on the 15 spot ish, 20th spot maybe. So we want to make sure we bump up that so you're found on the top 3 spots for this kind of thing. And one of those things that's going to help is making sure that you actually have a maps position right here that Google can actually tie relevance to with the site and be able to connect your Google business page with your site, which is huge. Portfolio, so you should have a project portfolio. So yeah, I actually really like this website. We just need to make sure we clean this up. We have a couple of privacy pages here just for legal disclaimers. You've got all their different locations as well as pages specifically targeting that kind of keyword. And yeah, you got plenty of content. So yeah, we just got to do some on-page SEO for it, stuff that people aren't going to actually see on the front end. But you got your commercial structures, and you've got interlinking as well. So whoever actually did the on-page SEO actually did a decent job. There's a little bit of a better way to do the interlinking, but it's actually really good. I'm proud of him. But in terms of actually continuing SEO work, obviously that is what we're going to be doing for you. All right, so I'll wrap it up here. Sorry guys if I dragged this on. I hope at the very least you got some insight out of this. Very looking forward to working with you because we're very confident about what we can do for especially in the construction niche and how we can actually blow up your business this way. All right, so look forward to talking to you soon and take care. Thank you.